Trump, Japan's Takaichi sign rare earth deal to counter China's hold. Good evening. In a significant diplomatic move, President Donald Trump and Japanese politician Takaichi have inked a rare earth minerals deal aimed at reducing China's dominance in the critical supply chain. This agreement signals a strategic pivot in the U.S.-Japan economic relationship and underscores Washington's renewed focus on industrial independence. Back to you. 2. Feds nab anti-ICE activists in sweeping pre-dawn LA raid. Authorities today executed a pre-dawn raid near Los Angeles, arresting anti-ICE protesters who allegedly damaged a federal immigration enforcement vehicle during a pot farm operation earlier this summer. The handiwork of the arrests underscores intensified federal scrutiny of activist networks targeted at border security agencies. Reporting from Southern California, we'll bring you updates as the investigation unfolds. 3. Trump arrives in South Korea for key talks ahead of APEC summit. President Trump has landed in South Korea to engage in pivotal talks ahead of the upcoming APEC summit. With multiple regional security issues on the table, including North Korea and China's influence, the president's Asian tour is drawing global attention. We'll monitor how these talks shape the U.S.-Asia strategic landscape. 4. Two men sentenced to 25 years for conspiring to murder Iranian-American journalist in Brooklyn. A federal court in New York has handed down 25-year prison terms to two men convicted of conspiring to murder Iranian-American journalist Masih Alinejad. Officials say the plot was politically motivated and tied to overseas influence operations. The sentencing signals renewed focus by U.S. authorities on transnational threats to press freedom. 5. 80-year-old Australian woman dies on island after cruise ship leaves without her. A tragic story out of the Pacific. An 80-year-old Australian woman died on Lizard Island after failing to return from a group hike when her cruise ship departed. Investigators are working to piece together the timeline and assess the safety procedures of the excursion. A cautionary tale for travelers everywhere. 6. Truckload of aggressive research monkeys escape after truck crash in Mississippi, one still on the loose. In Mississippi today, a transport truck crashed while hauling research monkeys from Tulane University, leading to the escape of several large rhesus monkeys, one still at large. Authorities are warning the public due to the animal's size and potential aggression, and the search is underway. 7. 3 Wright-Patterson Air Force Base personnel found dead in Ohio. A chilling discovery in Ohio. 3 personnel from the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base have been found dead in separate locations over the weekend. Military and federal investigators are treating the matter with high priority, though no official cause has yet been released.
Good evening. Here are the top trending stories from Fox News. USA soaring grocery prices. A new Fox News report reveals the most and least expensive cities across America when it comes to grocery bills. Consumers nationwide are feeling the pinch as inflation continues to affect essential items. Campus controversy turns into momentum. At a Texas university, a Turning Point USA chapter has reportedly gained over 100 new members following the attempted assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. International headlines. A German climate activist known for outspoken views has filed for asylum in the United States, claiming political persecution in her home country. In Asia, strong diplomatic signals. Former President Donald Trump has praised South Korea as a cherished friend, while hinting at potential large-scale investment opportunities between the two nations. Global technology race. Analysts say America's cutting-edge innovation could be its secret weapon in overtaking China in the worldwide artificial intelligence competition. Violence in America's cities. A major blue state city is reeling after a weekend of chaos. 12 people shot in one night, making it one of the worst weekends of the year for gun violence. In sports, the Los Angeles Chargers bounce back in style. Quarterback Justin Herbert threw 3 touchdowns to lead the Chargers past the Minnesota Vikings, putting their season back on track. From Hollywood, legendary actor Sylvester Stallone opens up about a brutal early career rejection and how he fought his way back to stardom, inspiring fans with his trademark resilience. In music news, Grammy-winning artist Nelly Furtado says she's stepping away from performing for the foreseeable future, following waves of online body shaming and criticism. And finally, Hollywood trends. Actress Jennifer Lawrence has candidly discussed her thoughts on plastic surgery, admitting she's considered both a boob job and facelift. sparking new debate about beauty standards in the entertainment industry. Please subscribe the channel and check the link in the description for more in-depth coverage and related stories. Good evening. Here are your top stories for October 27, 2025. 1. Military aircraft crash, 5 rescued. In a tense rescue operation today, 5 U.S. service members were saved after their military aircraft plunged into contested waters during a routine training mission. The Pentagon confirmed that all crew members were recovered and are in stable condition. An investigation into the cause of the crash is now underway. 2. Trump brokers ceasefire deal with Hamas. President Donald Trump has successfully brokered a major ceasefire agreement with Hamas, marking a pivotal moment in Middle East diplomacy. The deal includes the release of several hostages and a commitment to de-escalation, signaling what the administration calls a new chapter of pragmatic peace efforts in the region. 3. Brian Kelly fired from LSU. After a crushing loss to Texas A&M, LSU has dismissed head football coach Brian Kelly. The decision follows a disappointing season marked by 3 major defeats. University officials say the program will begin an immediate search for new leadership as fans and players react to the shakeup. 4. Sports, Jets stage miraculous comeback. In the NFL, the New York Jets finally broke their losing streak with an unforgettable 39-38 victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. Trailing late in the fourth quarter, the Jets rallied for a stunning comeback, securing their first win of the season and reigniting hope for fans across the nation. 5. Hollywood. Brooks Nader shines in her single-era model, and former Dancing with the Stars contestant Brooks Nader turned heads at the Maybelline X Miley Cyrus launch party in Los Angeles. Dressed in a sleek satin top, Nader embraced her single era with confidence and style, celebrating a new chapter of self-expression and independence in Hollywood's spotlight. That's your news update for October 27, 2025. Please subscribe the channel and check the link in the description for more in-depth coverage and related stories.
1. The U.S. federal government is now in its 25th day of shutdown, with no resolution in sight. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers are either furloughed or working without pay, and key services such as air traffic control and food assistance programs are under strain. Economic impact. The shutdown is estimated to be shaving off a significant portion of GDP growth each week. 2. Economic fallout from the shutdown. According to a memo from the Warren Th Council of Economic Advisors, the U.S. could lose about $15 billion in GDP every week the shutdown persists. Politico. Additional fallout. Consumer spending is falling, and states at programs like SNAP may be disrupted if the funding lapse continues. 3. Major legal trouble in U.S. sports betting. Sports, the booming U.S. legal sports betting industry has come under federal scrutiny following indictments of more than 30 individuals, including NBA figures such as Terry Rozier. The case casts light on how deeply gambling has integrated into professional sports, raising questions about integrity, regulation, and the role of major leagues. 4. Hollywood comeback. Johnny Depp returns as Scrooge. Hollywood. Johnny Depp is making a comeback in the lead role of Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol, a new studio film from Paramount Pictures. Why it matters. After a period away from major studio projects, Depp's return is significant both for his career and for the film's high-profile nature. 5. Social media and news habits shift. About 1 in 5 U.S. adults now regularly get news via TikTok.
22nd of October, 2025 breaking news. Reported by Fox News voter fraud. Concerned Texas officials have reportedly discovered thousands of non-citizens on state voter rolls, sparking urgent calls for election integrity checks and tighter verification measures. GOP primary shift. A new twist in the Republican race. A Trump-backed former Navy SEAL is stepping into the spotlight, challenging the party establishment and igniting fresh conservative momentum. City under fire. In Houston, a grieving family is accusing the Democrat mayor of gaslighting the community, demanding answers as fears of a serial killer intensify following a string of unexplained deaths and missing persons. Montana tragedy. An Alabama family's trip ended in disaster. A father and his two daughters were killed after their small plane crashed in the remote Montana wilderness. White House scare. We end with a dramatic security incident at the White House. A car crashed into a perimeter barrier, and the driver was immediately arrested by the Secret Service. Please subscribe to the channel and check the link in the description for more in-depth coverage and related stories.